Hey mate, thoseofmiddlearth here once again. I gotta say it's been really fun doing these because it's a whole new type of intervention that I'm doing with the YouTubers, you know, making videos and stuff. Anyway, I just want to make this official that I won't take heed to any of the I won't take heed to any of the negatives or cuss words, so I'm cool with you using them if you want to. But, just to let you know, they're basically non-existent for me. Like, they won't affect my thoughts. So yeah, let's get this started. If you want to know what God is, you need look no further than a dictionary to get a just definition of what God is, which is the one supreme being, the creator and arbitrary ruler of the universe. In other words, God is not a who, and it is not a what. They're both at the same time. I mean, let's face it, God is, in retrospect of the English dictionary, a noun. Hence why it's only complimentary to let it, or he, or she, whatever, be labeled like that. And I shouldn't say whatever, but, God is simply too vague of a word for it to deserve only a who and a what. So in the end, we just give him both. I'm going to call God him from now on. I mean, just like a giant, you'd say, who is that giant? Or you'd say, it's a huge giant. God is not a new idea in this world, but I can see that it's not really your main concern of this argument, so I'll move on. As for your little diagram, I gotta say, it's right on the money. I mean, I think you just gave me a bit of an edge here, to say the least, because it totally proves a lot. The U bar, or whatever you want to call it, as you say, represents everything outside the universe that does not exist. To me, that made absolutely no sense, because theoretically, if things outside our universe were not to exist, even in our own universe, it would still exist in an alternate universe. And let's face it, existence is existence, no matter which universe you're from. I mean, this is some of the things that I know about quantum physics, but I won't get too into that. Now, the W for who and I for imaginary part made sense. I'll give you that. But as for God, I find it ironic how you include it in your diagram even though you don't believe in him. I mean, if that's the case and in your diagram God doesn't exist, then it should be placed right in the I for imaginary part of the diagram, not outside the universe altogether. Although in my point of view, I would leave him outside. I would leave him outside our universe because it makes perfect sense. To me, anyway. Alright, moving on. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Schwanner's parents were committing a fallacy when they made him watch the movie against his will. I'll agree with you on that, 100%. If he doesn't want to watch it, boom, you shouldn't. You shouldn't watch it. It's as easy as that, but maybe the reason why his parents wanted to make him watch the movie is more justified than you think. I mean, I would assume it's out of compassion that they wanted him to watch it. Compassion for their love to him through religion, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking though, but believe it or not, Christianity is about love, and his parents may have been compelled enough to sit and watch it as a family. Watch the movie, that is. But I mean, if they made him alone watch it by himself, that would be some oppressive behavior on their part. Moving on. What you said about the whole praying for dying children thing, yeah, I won't really get into that too much because I made it point clear that Christianity does not teach that. It doesn't teach that if your kid's dying, that you should just sit there and pray for him. No, that is not the case at all. It's a false hope if they think that. Instead, they should actually use actions. Instead, they should just use actions and words to validate their carefulness for their almost dead child. Take action into your own hands. Alright. When you said that Christians do not know what persecution is like in your first video, you should have mentioned the word today in there, lest you would have saved yourself a history lecture, which I don't even think you enjoyed. I'll admit it, the majority of Christians today in America don't know what persecution is like, but that doesn't mean every single American theist. You haven't performed a complete census of every Christian in the U.S., so there is a high chance you left out a group of people out there who are Christian and who are secretly being persecuted by their own religion, by another religion or other idealisms. What I mean by that is, it's a well-known fact that satanic cults, yes, believe it or not, they exist. I mean, research them if you want to. Satanic cults abuse and torture Christians for all their different types of ceremonies and sacrifices and whatnot. Yeah, man, I know it sounds a little bit cuckoo and not true to you, but I mean, it's pretty disgusting. And also, you know, the usual hate crimes against the beliefs and the other common ones, the beliefs of Christianity, that is. I mean, I don't want it to happen to you. I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want it to happen to anyone at all. Nobody does, except for the ones committing it. I'm not going to get into the whole Catholic versus Christianity debate. That will take too long, but you're more than welcome to ask me for the facts. I mean, I think I might make a video of it, a separate one someday. So, one more thing. Talking about Bronze Age books and translating it into the 21st century isn't a new idea, man. It's being done countless times by scholars, archaeologists, and historians. I mean, just to give you a blank example, the Rosetta Stone. I mean, once again, a Bronze Age book, or stone rather, that was and still is today, to this day, being taken apart and translated into the 21st century for our own benefit, just as an example. Alright, man, that's enough out of me. So it's been nice talking to you, and I hope to get another response out of you soon. So take care. See you later.